What's up, everybody? It's your boy Walk Your Mind Dude, and man, do I have a gift for you. Today in the shop we have a true to the game muscle car, possibly the most powerful car I've ever had in the shop next to the Mustang. We don't know what that Mustang makes, but I know what this one makes. But it's a true to the game muscle car. You guys are gonna love it. Stay tuned. That's right, guys. As you can see behind me, I have a true to the game muscle car. This is a 2009 Dodge Challenger SRT8, 6.1 liter Hemi under the hood, 425 ponies in this bad boy, and it is probably the cleanest 100,000 mile 11-year-old car you're ever gonna see. I'm excited to be working on it. Now, this car does belong to my dad, and he wants me to go ahead and do a full inspection on it. I'm just happy to have it in the shop. I cannot believe he trusts me as much as he does to work on it. Sorry, Dad. But anyway, yeah, we're going to get under the hood of this bad boy, and we're going to do a little bit of maintenance on here. We're not going too crazy. I'm not going to lie, I did try to get him to let me do a supercharger kit on there, which still might show up. We still might do that. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and go through it. It's got 100,000 miles on it. It's 11 years old. So basically, we're going to make sure everything is on the up and up underneath. We're going to change all the fluids. So we're going to do the brake fluid, we're going to do the power steering fluid, we're just going to do as much of the fluids as we possibly can just to get this thing, you know, it's 100,000 miles on it. I don't know if any of that stuff has been done. Well, he told me none of that stuff has been done. So we're going to do all the 100,000 mile stuff there is to do to make sure this thing is running 100% like it did when it was at zero at 100,000 miles. So without further ado, guys, let's get under the hood and see what we're dealing with. All right, guys, my dad's kind of an old school soldier, so we're doing some hood pins here. All right, guys, so we are under the hood of this vehicle right now, and as you can see, they could use a little bit of a cleanup, and I had to use the stick of faith to keep the hood up because the hood struts are actually going out. There's that 6.1 liter Hemi beast under the hood. This thing is amazingly fast, and you know what? I'm pretty proud to be working on this thing. Using a hose to go right down in here, and we'll pull this stuff out. And as you can see, what comes out, yeah, it looks like Yoo-hoo. It is time to change this stuff. It does recommend changing it at either 5 years or 100,000 miles, which is we are at 10 years. And 100,000 miles. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do, guys, is go ahead and remove the intake. And the reason why I'm removing the intake is because I think I'm going to go ahead and remove the whole reservoir, everything. Right behind the stick of faith here, the hood struts aren't holding up. My dad's going to grab some hood struts so I can go ahead and stick them on in there. We're going to go ahead and take this reservoir out too. There's a leak underneath where I'm going to have to change the power steering hoses as well. And it seems like I'm going a little bit far with this, but trust me, it's going to be necessary when you see where I got to go with this thing. Alright, so first things first, we're going to take the intake off, and basically we're going to loosen up the hoses that connect to it. I've already unsnapped this guy, and I've taken the and I've taken the filter out of it. So what I'm gonna need now is a 10 millimeter driver here, and then I'm using an 8 millimeter kind of driver here to get the hose clamp off. And then we're gonna just try to remove all of this stuff so we can get to everything else. So yeah. These are just 10 millimeters. Pull this guy out of here. Yay, hit the ground. Alright, so there's a line up under this reservoir, and then there's lines under this guy too. Here we go. There's a little tab right here. You got to push that back and then lift up on the reservoir, and it comes up. And then you can take the reservoir apart from the coolant reservoir. Alright guys, so what I did was I just went with a little disposable cup here. We're going to take this out like that. And we're just going to throw all the fluid we can get in here. Looks delicious, doesn't it, guys? So I just pulled a sample for the brake fluid. Yeah, it's time. It looks like iced tea. Don't worry guys, I got the little cup down there, you probably can't see it. It forms a seal after it sits for a while. It makes it difficult to take off, but once you pop that seal, you can take these hoses off. We're going to drain the little bit that's left in this hose. Coolant hose right here that goes to the coolant reservoir. So I'm going to take that off, and it's probably going to make a big old mess. Pull that small one out. Trying to work it out of here without making a big mess. Oh, not bad, not bad. All right, so here we go. Oh yeah, that's pretty freaking crazy right there. All right guys, so we're over at the desk, and as you can see, this thing's pretty disgusting. Outside, you know, it's got a lot of just dried crud on there. And I don't know if you can see in there, but you can see that there's like some chunks and stuff in there. Alright, so I clean this little cup out. We're gonna see what comes in. Oh god! Still yoo-hoo. Oh, it's gross. Now this stuff is supposed to be like a clear orange, but as you can see, it is really, it's really funky. Funky stuff, man. Funky stuff. I'm gonna spray this out the best I can. I'm gonna do what I can. I'll put some brushes in there, some cleaner, degreaser. We're gonna try to clean this up. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave this right here, but before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how far I got. I have that one just kind of chilling right there in the funnel so it doesn't make a big mess. And even though I did that, I still made a big mess down here because I ended up taking the lower radiator hose off. It wasn't that hard to get to, just a clamp. And I also ended up taking off the upper radiator hose, as you can see right here. And basically, I didn't really take it off from the housing plate. This housing plate actually goes onto the water pump slash thermostat housing. So this guy right here, it was pretty easy to take off. There's a seal around here that's buried in there, and if it's been on there a long time, you're not going to be able to get it out with just your fingers. So what I did was I just grabbed it right here with the pliers and then just gave it a little pull, and it came out of there. So that was good. It wasn't hard to do. These are 13 millimeter bolts. Whatever you change now, you just know you don't have to worry about it for another 100,000. He's going to probably get some more hoses. We're probably going to change that thermostat, because I'm only taking all this apart because I know I can take this thermostat out and then kind of just flush some of the stuff out of the engine and out of the radiator. And this coolant reservoir tank, boy, that's bad. Tried getting at it with the nylon brush. It might be worth it just to get another one if they're not that expensive. So there you go, guys. That's about it for tonight. I'm not going to do anything else tonight. I'll be catching up with you guys tomorrow. We're going to go to the store, make sure we get everything we need. and then we'll continue this journey on this vehicle. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.